I've got to believe there's at some point you hit where you're like, I can't go any further. I mean,
Oh, yeah, for sure. So we have this saying in the backpacking world, never quit on a bad day. Isn't that great? And I think
yeah,
you can use it everywhere.
I agree. Yeah.
Um, never quit on a bad day. I actually give another talk on quitting and the power of quitting because you need to know how to strategically quit
Talk
and when
about that.
it
What
really
do you,
is time to let go. Yeah. So having a hard day on trail, which happens like all the time, especially when the weather's bad and you're just like, what
yeah,
am I doing here? Why did I do this? And you
yeah,
have to like dig deep and you have to find a way to kind of keep going or just make sure you take a break. I mean,
yeah.
sometimes you can get into town and just, stay at a motel. I usually stay in a motel and just like lay in bed and watch TV all day, which is completely the opposite, but it's because your body is tired. I mean,
Yeah.
you're usually just wrung out and tired mentally as well as physically. But strategic quitting is we get trapped in biases and you have to know about those before you go on a hike. I mean, you've probably heard of like sunk cost fallacy.
Mhm.
That is one that's used in economics and in business as I've invested so much. I've invested time, I've invested money, I've invested emotion, which is usually the biggest one, or I've invested my reputation.
Mhm.
I'm going on to New Zealand and look at me, I'm going to do it. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, you know what? I have a broken leg. I mean, you've probably heard of you're a marathon runner. You remember there was a woman who kept running when
Oh,
she had broken a bone.
I know.
And I mean, you could do permanent damage
Oh, yeah.
that will
Oh, yeah.
make you never run again. I mean, so the person I refer to oftentimes when I talk in my Grit to Quit is the name of Grit. I'm sorry, Quit with Grit is the name of my talk. I refer to Simone Biles
Oh, God, yeah.
because can you imagine she had to go into a space where she realized if I quit right now, I may never come back.
Mhm.
This could
Yeah.
be it because
Yeah.
this twisties things that was happening that was making it's almost like dystonia, although I
Yeah.
think it's temporary, making it impossible to see. Could be permanent or could be that she never gets her mojo back or who knows.
Right.
So all of that kind of space that you have to get into to knowing yourself and knowing, you know what, I have a broken bone and I may never walk again. And who cares what people think?
Mhm.
Or who cares about how much money I've put in because I could lose my life
Right.